Hey peeps, I'm Bell. Sorry for missing last upload. I just kind of forgot to record something for that day. Uh, but let me explain what's going on today, folks. So today, my friends, I thought it'd be a really funny idea to just read out random fucking creepypastas. Doesn't fucking essentially matter what type, as long as I find them funny. Which, the ones I found, I believe are pretty fucking funny. Also, before the video starts, apparently about 47% of you guys actually aren't subscribed. So if you see the little subscribe button down there, why don't you hit subscribe and hit the bell notification while you're down there? Leaving a like also helps. With that being said, let's get to the video. The creepypasta you are about to read contains realistic events that happened. I didn't say it. No, they spelled it wrong. I didn't say it wrong. Way back in time. Parentheses 1990 parentheses. Viewer discretion is advised. Okay. A child. I really loved playing the Sonic the Hedgehog games on the Sega Mega Drive. Sadly, when nostalgia hit me one evening, I found our console broke when we moved house, meaning my mom threw out all the old games. So I decided to search eBay for a pre-owned Mega Drive. I stumbled across one at a rather cheap price of £6, including delivery. The description also claimed that it came with Sonic 1, yet on closer inspection, the cartridge's paper seemed to have been torn off with a label crudely placed on the front, written in scrawled script. Fucking scrawled script? Why scrawled script? Okay. That's like a oddly specific thing to like point out. It's just like, yeah, it was written in Comic Sans. Like, oh, good, fucking great, I guess. Anyways, I thought nothing of it and decided to bid on it. Weirdly, despite it having a day to go, I immediately won the item. I proceeded to payment, left my feedback, and it arrived within 3 days. The Mega Drive was in surprisingly good condition for the price. Also, brand new sands? Brand new sans smudged fingerprints? What? Okay. I blew into the labeled cartridge, parentheses, old habits die hard, you see, parentheses, comma, and inserted it into the cartridge slot. The TV flickered on. The familiar image of Sega logo faded in left to right, but instead of the joyous chorus, there was a cataphonic blast of static which lasted far longer than it should have. I don't know how to read. But this is where things got weirder. The title screen was polluted, black smudge pouring into the sea with dark skies and lightning. The music was slower, in a disjointed minor key. And when Sonic popped out of the marquee, he seemed genuinely scared and terrified. I thought this must have been some sort of hack until I hit start. I saw Robotnik, and graphics far more realistic than possible for the time, holding a lifelike rabbit by the ears. He looked full of malice and hatred. His princess glasses, glinting as he revealed in his other hand a machete. He held it up to a defenseless animal's throat and slit it, blood pouring out like a fountain. Robotnik began to laugh, and it almost was like he was in the room with me. It was so realistic. The fuck did I read? It's not. I'm halfway. What the fuck did I read? The game went to the Green Hill Zone, where the music was replaced with a low buzzing drone. The background looked just like it did on the title screen, and again, Sonic looked very visibly shaken. His skin was paler, and he also looked shaken with fear. On running, he began to cry. On running, he began to cry? What? Is that proper English? I can't. Am I just reading it weird, or is that proper English? I'm okay. Nevertheless, I decided to play through as normal, just to see if it was some sort of cruel joke. I ended up losing rings against Buzz Bomber. The noise on losing my rings was a harsh ringing. I heard Robotnik's chortle. Chortle, okay. I heard Robotnik's chortle once more, his face flashing in the stormy background. Sonic hit the floor. I was unable to control him at this point as Buzz Bomber began to descend on Sonic's helpless body. Did Buzz Bomber fuck Sonic's dead body? Is this what's going on? Oh, no, never mind. I just read the next sentence. The Buzz Bomber literally stabbed Sonic, and all I could hear was tortured screams. I couldn't take my eyes off the crudely animated sprites of Sonic writhing in pain as the Buzz Bomber rammed into him. Well, actually, let's go back to what I said about him fucking Sonic. Maybe now it's a possibility. Perhaps. Shut up. This went on for a good 30 seconds before the Buzz Bomber flew off, leaving a bloodied Sonic corpse behind. The scream subsided as the screen faded to black. I heard an incredibly deep murmuring in some sort of weird language, maybe Japanese or Korean. Again, the hyper-realistic Dr. Robotnik faded into the view again. This time he was holding an even more realistic Sonic by the head. Sonic was crying and begging for mercy, sheer terror in his cries, but at this time Robotnik didn't have a knife. He literally broke Sonic's neck, the sound reverting, and I was treated to the sight of Robotnik kicking the defenseless corpse of the hedgehog around, blood flying everywhere, Sonic's sprites breaking off, while all at the same time the distorted noises of Robotnik's laugh and Sonic's screaming played. A message appeared in Japanese with a selection, yes or no. I choose yes, somehow driven to continue. I peered back in Green Hill Zone, but this time there were graves where the totem poles were. Sonic was more afraid, looking directly at the screen as if begging me not to continue, but I felt I had to. Continued through the game, of which its layout hadn't changed at all. I continued through the game, of which the layout hadn't changed at all. The iconic loop-de-loop was there. The tunnel Sonic span down. Everything was the same, but decaying and falling, full of pollution. I reached the end of the level, however, it was the iconic boss level, you know, with the wrecking ball. Only when Robotnik appeared, there was a blast of loud, cacophonic synth sound. I don't know how to say the fucking word I said. Robotnik's face was contorted with sheer disgust for the hedgehog, and before I even had the chance to attack, Robotnik's wrecking ball slammed into Sonic and crushed him against the side of the screen. What's more, the screams played, but the screen began to glitch horrifically and turned gray, almost into TV static. Before I had the chance to hit the power button and take out the cartridge, I heard a very clear, deep voice say, "This is your fault, and your fault alone." I looked at the television, and a hyper-realistic Robotnik's face from before occupied the entire screen. The words "Game Over" flashed over his face as I saw Sonic's hyper-realistic carcass fall and land on top of the letters, sliding and hitting the floor. But all you could hear was Sonic whimpering and crying, and asking, why did he do this? Why? I promptly ripped the game out of the console and threw them both straight into the garbage. To this day, I've never seen that eBay seller again. My computer returned 404s on searching the history, and anyone I asked on the eBay forums claimed the user never existed in the first place. The fuck was this, man? What did I read, and why did I read it?